Hey everybody. Now what? Well, first things first, everybody. Okie needs a little motion lotion here. Yeah, that picture, Tiffany, that picture is actually from this morning. Give me 1 second. I forgot the cup to put the draining grounds into when it's done with my pour over. Coffee snob, you know. I do pour over. I don't do brewed coffee. Hopefully everybody can hear me. If you know me, I'm kidding. I love coffee. I'm not a coffee snob. This is Dollar General medium roast. It was like $4 for a can. Hey Mark. Hey Debbie. Coach. Tiffany. All right. So now I'm gonna put that there. I did put a little vanilla cream in it this morning because this is my 4th cup. So I'm trying to, I've had 3 black cups of coffee this morning. Yes, Whistle, stop. French press is also really good. All right, let's get this switched out and over to here. Apologize everybody for all the movement, but I like showing the coffee being brewed. Got a bunch of little things I wanted to talk about today. I was actually going to do a, turn that down. That's obnoxious. That's more obnoxious than me. All right. I was going to do a live stream in the garden this morning with a sunrise, but the picture that is for the thumbnail here for this was actually about a half an hour ago. So if you see the thumbnail, that's what the sun looked like this morning. But we're supposed to have storms and it's very windy out there. It would have just tipped the tripod over, so I wasn't even going to try it. Hey, Janet. Good morning. Hopefully everybody can hear me. It is about 8 a.m. I'm just getting my 1980s laptop up and running. I'm just kidding, it's not that old. Hope everybody can hear me. Tonight actually, I have my grandson. I babysit him once a week overnight, now that we're back to our regular scheduled program, now that he's doing much better from his surgery. The pain's gone. Now he's just doing therapy and improving every day. So now we're back to where I watch him one night a week, and then I take him to therapy sometimes, and I do therapy with him other days, but at least we're back to quasi-normal. Normal for Okie. Hey, Moments. Let me just get signed in over here, and then we will rock and roll. I got a bunch of stuff I want to talk to everybody about today, because I have, excuse me, I want opinions and thoughts and blah, blah, blah. It's very nice outside. It's about 65 degrees right now here in southern Oklahoma. All right. So now what Okie is the title to this live stream. Yeah, Natty, it's my 4th. I actually slept last night. I was having a little struggle. Obviously, I'm having a struggle now with my phone, and it's winning. There we go. Nothing runs like a deer, that's right. But Natty, yeah, fourth. It's only about a half a cup, so it's really 3.5. I mean, I don't want to split hairs or nothing, but typically the day that I babysit my grandson that evening, the day of, it's a kind of a, hey Todd, how you doing? It's a day where I kind of just kind of relax, take it a little bit easy. I'll take a nap in the afternoon, so if I don't sleep overnight, which is always a possibility, it depends on how he is. Some nights he sleeps and some nights he doesn't. So I always try to prepare by at least having a little nap before I go over. And then worst case, I cat nap during the night while he cat naps, but if he's having a bad night, all bets are off. Oh, hey Colleen, how you doing? Okay. I did want to remind everybody, I'm going to get to this in a second, but tonight, I've tried some of the mushroom coffee. I had a couple samples and I liked it. I'd like to try some more at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it, you know. Tonight, it's today Tuesday, I have a surprise 15-second video short that's going to kind of be related to the one that drops tomorrow. That's the surprise video I've been talking about. I was surprised by something in an email to me the other day, last week, and that's what is happening tonight, which will basically advertise for tomorrow's video. So it's just a little something I came up with. It's pretty dumb, even by my standards, as far as my videos go. So, hey, Belt Loop. Oh no. I hope she's okay. Hey, there's Target Prime Rib. Thomas. Ah, quite a few people in here. Thank you for all being here. So tonight is going to be a kind of a quasi-funny video, kind of talking about briefly, really quick, tomorrow's video, which is about a 20-minute video, but it's really, really cool as far as I'm concerned. If you don't think it's cool, that's fine. But for my standards, I think it's cool. Remember, Friday at 6 p.m.-ish, I might have to change it a little bit, depends on family. Hey, JGP. Tumbleweeds on fire. Well, that didn't last long. So 6 p.m., it might have to move a little early. It all depends on if, hey, JC. So 6 p.m. is the Grow Your YouTube Garden. So if you're looking to grow your channel, you're trying to gain maybe some hours, or maybe you're trying to find people you can organically connect with to help your channel, people that you like, that you find interesting, that might be in your niche that you want to follow, there'll be that opportunity there. Hey, Van Lot. So that'll be, and I'll do an announcement on that day. If it changes the time at all, it might. It all depends on, I have a couple things that might interfere in my family life, so I have to work around that. Oh, enjoy that, JC. So I'm just looking at my notes here. So Friday, 6 p.m. So I have I'm gathering a blank slab of paper here. And what I would like to know is, in the next couple weeks, as I run my shout outs in the morning, today I did Coach Juliet, because she's gaining hours and we're trying to get her over the line of monetization. I know Granny is picking up steam, and she will be in one of the coming up shout outs again. Some people will be duplicated. So if you're close to monetization, I'm talking even if you're 1,000 hours off of watch hours, or you need 50 or 100 subscribers, please drop it in here now. I'll write your channel down so I don't forget. And then what we'll do is I'll do shout outs for those people over the next week or two. So as I'm reading the comments here, if I see somebody say, I need watch hours, I'm at 923, or I'm sorry, I'm at 2923 or something, and they're getting close to the 3,000. Hey, devotionals. Oh, Target Prime Rib, I forgot, yes. So Target Prime Rib, who's Thomas, he's having me on next Wednesday, the 25th, for a collaboration. I think he's announced it on his page. I will put it on his, okay, Colleen. Colleen needs 543 hours. Okay, Colleen, I will do a shout out. So I have Granny, we have Colleen. So please don't be afraid. And if you don't want to put it here, go to my main channel. Go into the description of my main channel. You'll see my email there. It's just okieseden@gmail.com. Email me, if you need hours or subscribers. We can see what we can do. Oh man, see, Granny, I thought I had one up on Coach, that I had a mug and she didn't. And now you're gonna put us on equal footing, and it's just, I thought I was just that notch above because I had a sticker and a tumbler. So far I have Colleen, she needs 543 hours. And Granny's Southern Corner. I have apples on my mind this morning. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh man. Do mugs and stickers make a difference? They do to me, because I like free stuff. Yes, Coach, that's awesome, Coach. And that's the other thing you can do. If Fairbrooks does this a lot, he does a lot of shout outs. If I do a shout out, somebody else does a shout out, you can go in and actually copy those to your channel. And then that'll just expand the reach of those, the help for those channels. 200 subs, wow. So Van Lot, wow. That's 200 subs, and you have 1,600 watch hours. That's very good for 200 subscriptions to have 1,600 watch hours already. That's really, really good. By the time you hit your 500 subs, you'll probably be at your the minimum you need for early monetization, for the first part of monetization, which is 500 subs, 3,000 watch hours. That's cool. Good for you, Van. That's awesome. That's a really good number right there. 200 subs, 1,600 watch hours. That's really good. So again, feel free to drop it in here if you need help with your hours or subs. We don't do sub for sub here. YouTube will shut it down. Organically, go in, watch some videos. Watch something you like. Don't just sub to sub. I like to go find channels that I enjoy, so that when I get notified of them, I actually watch, because I watch a lot. That's what I watch. I don't watch TV anymore. I watch YouTube channels. That's my TV now, is YouTube. So I go follow people that I like. Speaking of following people that I like, I started following a while back Van Girl Shirl. Anybody here knows Van Girl Shirl? Hey, Lento. From page to screen. There's Greek, from page to screen. Van Girl Shirl I started following, I think last month. And I found her because if anybody, he's a big channel. It's Bob Wells is his name. And he's with, his channel name is Cheap RV Living. I have followed him for 3 or 4 years because we used to have a camper. I always enjoyed camping, even tent camping and hiking. And always found his channel intriguing. He goes to that Quartzsite, Arizona. He helps set up those big meetups where thousands of people show up, where they're the nomad life, where they rebuild a van from the 70s and 80s, or they get an RV, or they live in their truck or car. And they all show up and they travel around the country. They meet up at different locations. They all become friends. Hey, Desert Channel Explorers. So it's Bob at Cheap RV Living. And he films people that are in the nomadic lifestyle where they might have retired and they're just tired of paying taxes or paying electric bills or whatever. And they rebuild a van. Hey, Blonde Traveling Gypsy. Go check out Blonde Traveling Gypsy. They're truck drivers. And she does a lot of filming on the road. It's really cool. And she does cooking on the road. So she does a simple recipe in the truck or whatever with very minimal things. And then she drives, she takes pictures of that, and films that. Check her out. It's a really interesting channel. Desert Channel Explorers. But anyways, so Van Girl Shirl is where I found Van Girl Shirl because I was watching Bob at Cheap RV Living, and she was the focus that night of her van, how she rebuilt her van, why she's driving a van, why she's living out of a van. And that's what always intrigued me about that lifestyle was they use that style for so many reasons. Sometimes you'll have a widower or somebody that's widowed. You have people young couples that just say, you know what, we'll buy a house later on. Right now we're going to save money. We're going to live out of this RV, and we're going to live out on the Bureau of Land Management, or BLM land, out in the Midwest or somewhere in the West. And they just hop around there and live there. They work remotely, so they have their jobs. They save their money, and it's really an interesting thing. I like to watch that because I find that really intriguing. Because I'd love to, one of these days, maybe the next few years, I would love to get an old van and then fix it up for just travel, where I can go 3 or 4 days here, 3 or 4 days there, go to the desert, whatever. Okay, let's see. Jackie's retirement life. You're 18 subs away, you have the hours. Okay, so Jackie's retirement life needs 18 subs. They have the hours, not the subs. So I'll check Jackie out here. I know I'm subscribed to Jackie's retirement life. So let's see if we can get her over the top. And point being, we're trying to get as many people in this community, as close or over the top for monetization this year, 2026. I'm keeping track of it each month so we can say how many from this community got monetized in January, February, March. We'll total it at the end of the year, and we can see how successful this community is, because it's a very successful community. But anyways, Van Girl Shirl, that's it. VANGIRL SHRIRL, Van Girl Shirl. Really nice lady. And I follow other people from that, and I've picked up other people from, there she is, there's Van Girl Shirl. Oh, that's cool. So that's how I found Van Girl Shirl, and that's how you can find some subscribers and people that you want to follow, because I love watching Bob Wells. He does product reviews. I like some of the products he uses. He's very honest about it. He talks about the different solar power packages that he uses for his. He's got a Subaru with a trailer, and then he's got a little cabin he had brought in Arizona somewhere, I think it is. And then he just goes every day or every couple days. He has somebody. Van Girl Cheryl was one, and then he interviews them and sees what they did with their vehicle and why they chose this life, how long they've been in it. The one she had on the other day, I can't remember the name. I wrote it down. I'm going to start to follow her. She is retired, single, older lady, and she's been in 11 years in a teardrop trailer. She tows around with her van, and she's got a really nice setup. But anyways, oh, okay. Target Prime Rib, you have 5.8 thousand hours, wow, and 642 subs. So you're partially monetized then, right? Right, Thomas? Jackie's retirement life. If you want, try to show up Friday for the live stream. It's Grow Your YouTube Garden. And anybody else here, Target Prime Rib, so on and so forth, feel free to show up Friday, because what we do is I'll talk about a couple YouTube topics, whether it's something I researched or something somebody asked me about that I did a little research on, or something I found on my channel that was a plus. I give that information out, and then we can make connections, valid connections, where we watch people's videos, we like, we subscribe, we comment on them, so it's a good fit. And you know, but anyways, so I've written down 1, 2, 3. I got 4 people here that I'll be doing shout outs for in the next week or so. I'll be starting them tomorrow. Today I just did the one. Anybody that knows Coach Juliet Eden, my cousin Coach Julie, we're trying to get her over the top, so that's why I wanted to focus on her again today. I did a live stream with her on her channel the other day. Had a lot of fun. She does a lot of live streams, and she's trying to get her hours to at least get to the partial monetization, and then from there moving on. So that's what that's why I did a shout out for her today. What else do I got here? Oh yeah. Hopefully, yesterday, I was able to, if you watched, I didn't do my live garden today because I had my grandson tonight, so I just switched it up till yesterday. You're 1,300 short of watch hours. Ah, okay, gotcha. So Van Girl needs hours. Van Girl Cheryl. You're 1,300 shorts. Okay. Yeah, Coach Juliet is my cousin, so I'm a fan of hers also. She's not really my cousin. That's kind of a joke now. Somebody asked her if we were related because we both have Eden in our name, in our channel name. Let's see, so if you were here yesterday, I did my garden live yesterday. And I planted 8 russet potatoes in my tower garden outside. Yes, it's early. We're gonna get some cold days. I'll just make sure I cover them. But my son gave me 8 potatoes, so they didn't cost me anything. So if they're a loss, they're a loss. But since I had potatoes going all the way into January, and I was able to get a small, remember I got the little small potatoes. I think as long as I keep them covered, we shouldn't get anything that's 0 or below 0. As long as it stays above 20, 25, I'm fine. I'll cover everything, keep it warm. And if they don't make it, they don't make it. But if they do make it, I'll have fresh potatoes in, say, May or June. Now, I've done potato towers before. This one I expanded in size a little bit, and this time I used russets. But this time, I really made sure I have good soil, the composted soil, and it's really loose with leaves and straw and old hay and grass clippings. So as those potatoes grow up and out, they should be able to expand no problem. So I'm hoping I'm really hoping for a solid yield. If I could get 20 pounds out of a tower, I could just do 10 towers or 10 raised beds and do all my potatoes standing up, and then just be easier for harvesting. I won't have to crawl around in the dirt, but either way, I'm still growing potatoes. You got 2 green stalk planters for your birthday. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Those are pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, and tonight, starting I think this afternoon or early evening, I have that post. I have a community post on my channel that lists, if you're new here, that lists all of the live streams that are regular. So every week, if they're a weekly live stream, anybody that sends me their information, I add them to that list. So I updated it with 1 or 2 more people today, and feel free to jump over there, and you can just copy it to your page, and then it's on your page, and then you can go in any day. I labeled it by day, so you can go in and pick Monday, Tuesday, all the way through Sunday, figure out who's live if you want to go watch a live stream. That's how I decide who I'm watching that night. I go to that list first. Can you send me a list of those channels so I can sub to them? I didn't hear who they were due to me thanking everyone. Which channels? You mean the ones on the shout outs and stuff? Jackie, I'm going to be doing shout outs this week, so they will be listed there. So you'll see them pop up on my shout outs. Or you can email me, so I have your email. It's just okiezeden@gmail.com. If you email me that, I'll get them to you somehow, yes. Oh, you're welcome, Fangirl. Cheryl. I should call you Cheryl. I think the Fangirl part is cool. But yeah, so those potatoes, if they take, I'll have potatoes in late May, early June, which is super early for potatoes, because I shouldn't get potatoes till like the first week of July. So, and they're russets, so they have a longer grow time. Your baby reds and your Yukon golds, those have a shorter grow time. And this year, I'm going to try to order them. I still have to find them. They're called rocket potatoes. They have a 90-day or less harvest time. So russets can go 120 days. And Yukons and baby reds can be 100, 90 to 100. Rocket potatoes are supposed to be 90 days and under. So I want to order some of those seed potatoes and try those. And I want to see if they truly, number one, actually do 90 days and how good they are. So we're going to find that out together, because I want to order some of those. And then I'll be doing updates on that potato tower each week. Trying to see what else I had written down here. You're going to be seeing less of indoor lives and stuff starting in March, because most of my lives are going to be outdoors, which is awesome, which I enjoy, because we're going to be doing lives where I'm planting the subscriber garden. I'm planting my potatoes. I'm going to do a lot of lives on that, and then I'll break out shorts from those, and I'll do some long form videos also for instructional stuff. Granny, I forget the brand, not the brand, I forget the type. I'll put it in one of, I'll find the package later. I got my, I got the crowns at, I think, Tractor Supply, and I forget what the name is, but they have a little purple on them on the top. So whichever one that is. I know there's multi-varieties, but I will let you know. I have the package here somewhere. I kept it, but I actually need to go to Tractor Supply and get my next batch of asparagus crowns, because we're going to plant those on a live stream. I'm going to till up the ground before the live stream starts, so we're ready to just dig into the dirt and show you how I plant asparagus. I go right by they have a nice chart on the back of the crown bag it comes in, and I just follow those instructions to a T. Yes, I love the baby reds. Now, I mentioned this yesterday, and I don't know who all was here or not. Couple things. I've talked about merchandise. I do have some stickers. I'm going to be sending stickers to people here at some point soon. This was a very basic sticker. I have a newer style branding that's going to be a different sticker. And I'm ordering those, but I got to go to a different company because the company I'm using, they're a shop I was trying to do business with. I had a 2-hour conversation with them at their shop, told them what I was doing. They were more than happy. They've done it with other creators and people. They told me I would have my shirts and just two shirts and 2 hats in 1 to 2 weeks. By Friday, it'll be 4 weeks. I called them multiple times. They do not pick up their phone. I've emailed them multiple times. I've gotten 1 response back. It'll be done this week. That was last week. Friday afternoon, I had to go up to the city they're in, which is about 30 miles away. I had to go shopping. I had to go get some groceries. So I decided to do a quick stop and check in. That's right. Now it's a contest. Oh, it's going to get ugly, people. This contest is just going to be the death of me here. So what I did was I just drove up. I said, you know what? I'm not going to call them anymore. I'm not going to email them. I'm just going to show up. So I used to be purchasing manager and a production manager for a company for 30 years. So I would do that a lot. If I had a customer that was near me and you were getting basically ghosted, I would just show up unannounced. Where's my stuff? Show me where we're at in the procedure, where we're at, what's the progress. So I went up. They were very short and curt with me. They're still working on them. They're not going to be done yet. They're going to be done hopefully this week. Well, this is the week 4 or 3 or 4 now. So needless to say, the whole purpose of having merchandise on your site is so that if somebody here wanted a shirt or a hat, they could just pop on my YouTube, click on the link, and be able to order it. And that's what they told me, no problem. They do it all the time. So once I get my stuff, I'm just going to let them know that they're absolutely not in the running anymore because of the poor service. I can't get a hold of you. You do not respond. So I'm not going to put any of my subscribers through that. You go in, they want you to pay up front, and then you got to wait 4 weeks before you get it. And then what would happen is you would end up contacting me to contact them. It's not going to happen. We're not doing that. I want a company. I wanted a mom and pop shop because I wanted to help them business-wise. But if that's how they're going to be, then I can't, Yes, I do have a couple of ideas. I do have a couple other options. I really thought they were going to be good. They just really dropped the ball. And they don't update me. If I call, like I said, they don't answer. If they do respond to my email, it's like soon. I mean, nothing like, we are so sorry that it's taken this long. We had a breakdown, or we just got busy all of a sudden, and yours is a smaller order. Natty, I ordered 2 shirts and 2 hats because we wanted to check the quality, if we liked the color choice, if we liked it, the way they did the emblem. And then I told them we were going to order some sizes so then I could actually ship them from my house to get started. And then they were putting the link up on their page. So you would go from YouTube right to their page and order from my stuff. But they're just not helpful at all. So It's a family-run business too. But they were so nice to me when I ordered. You know, I went up when I paid, because you pay in advance, which I don't mind. But now, it's like I'm an inconvenience for them, because they've already got my money. So now I'll get my stuff when I get my stuff. And you know, what is my recourse? So I'm not worried about it. I'll get them. If it takes me 6 months to get them, I'll get them. But they won't get any more business. So it is what it is. So I do have a couple other options. I do have another one just up the road from them, a next city up, that's supposed to be very well known. And I'm going to be contacting them and seeing what's going on with them, see if they want to work with me. Because I really want to, I want to give my business to a mom and pop shop, somebody that's trying to grow, you know. Thank you, Van Lot, I appreciate it. Okay, so now the other thing is, if you missed yesterday, I did make an announcement. My son is preparing his garden. And there you go, Natty. And mine weren't even embroidered. I just have the vinyl logo going on a gray t-shirt. So it's not, I didn't do the sublimation, which I want to get into the sublimation, where they actually basically impregnate the cloth with the colors. But all the colors I have in my emblem weren't working well with the colors, so that's what we're working on. Exactly. And then, so anyways, my son has pulled down his fence around his garden because he's cleaning it up, getting his planters ready, getting his compost stuff set up. So we're hoping next week my son actually said he's going to come on the channel. So I'm psyched about that. We're going to be over at his house. He's about 3 miles from me. And we're going to till up some of his garden. We're going to kind of discuss what he's going to talk to us about what he's doing with his garden. And then we'll have it scripted a little bit, because I'm growing things he's not, and he's growing things I'm not. And then we trade off. Just like I trade off if I have stuff for my daughter's doing a bigger garden too. Maybe she'll be on an interview at some point. She might come. She's more private, so she may not come on camera, but she may talk to me if I'm asking her questions. But she increased her garden to 300 square feet, so she's gonna. Plus, she has chickens, so we trade off a lot of stuff. If I have something, I make them cowboy candy for my son-in-law. He loves that. They give us eggs. So we kind of trade off. So between me and my 2 children, I say children, they're both over 30, we trade off on stuff. So, like I said, my son will grow some things I won't bother. He does really good with tomatoes. Tomatoes hate me with a passion. They just do not like me. Hey, Brenda. He does really well with tomatoes. Actually, all those tomatoes I had in any of those recipes I did last year were from him. So, and my daughter-in-law. Shannon is here. She's the one that sent me some sunflower seeds. My daughter-in-law's one of her favorite flowers is the sunflower. So I'm hoping I have a successful harvest there. So then she'll be the one that'll trim those tops off, and she can have them over at her house. My son is 31. He'll be 32 this year. My daughter would be 34. And so, and then we have the 3 grandkids. So anyways, next week, hopefully next week, weather permitting, because you know, March in Oklahoma can be, I mean, one day it can be sunny and the next day you can have thunderstorms or possible tornadoes. So the next couple days he has off, which will be next week, we're gonna work in the garden. I'll probably do a video of us towing, we'll have the tiller on a trailer, and then I'll do a short with that pulling out of the yard, and then I'll then I'll have it pulling into his yard. I'll do it like a short, and then that'll be like the intro to that live stream. Afterwards, we're going to work in the garden. He said he's going to let me interview him, so he'll be on camera, and then I'll let him control the topic. And then he said, if you guys want to ask him questions, when I'm done asking him a few questions, then you can ask my son questions. So you get to meet the spawn of Okie. That would be a really cool movie, Spawn of Okie. Hey Gothic, how you doing? You were stuck in Arizona for a bad snowstorm in Missouri. I was thrilled, not sure my daughter was staying. That's right. So that'll be cool. And then we're going down in March for my daughter, my granddaughter's birthday. Might go down for a day extra, and then we'll probably talk some more stuff then. And if she's willing, maybe in mid-March, I can do a short video with her. Maybe she won't be on camera, but then you'll at least hear her, and then I can show her, or maybe she'll let me show her garden. I don't know. I'll work that out with her and see if she wants to do that or not. And it may be alive, may not be alive. I could do a live stream, maybe 15 minutes, just showing her garden and talking about it. And then, maybe she'll come on the live in the chat, and then you can ask her questions that way. She's just more private than my son. But it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it, and my wife said she will make an appearance at some point. The timing has been terrible. I really wanted to have the hats and the shirts is what I want, because I want us to both have the hat and the shirt on when she comes online, on the live real quick. And then, you could see us both. You could meet my wife, and then we'd have my Okie's Eden shirt and Okie's Eden hat. But we'll see what's up with that. I think I hit everybody. After I close this down, if you want to go on the bottom and repeat what you said for hours and subs and stuff, feel free to do that. Go right in the bottom. This will go live immediately. Go down, put any information in the bottom you want, or email me at theokieseden@gmail.com. It's right in my description on the main channel. And Coach Julia Eden, same thing. Email her. She's doing a new thing where Creators Corner, where they come on and she'll talk to you and interview you, and then she releases that. She's going to do that weekly. She talks about it'll be great for your channel. Coach Juliet has almost 10,000 subscribers, so she can get your name out there. She can do a video with you, and it'll definitely, I'm sure, help your channel to grow. Let's see, I got all those. And my son next week, hopefully. We'll get the red beast going out there, my tiller. Oh, it is going already. It works. It's just. Anywho, with that said, tonight will be my night where I'll be running people here before I leave the house. So I'll try to get your stuff started overnight. I go over to my grandson's house tonight. I'll watch him overnight, and then I have 2 or 3 TVs over there. I can run people. So I like to do that because then it's a different IP address, and I have 2 more subscribers, my son and my daughter-in-law, that I can use their channels to go watch people's videos. Yes, JGP is at 9:35. Yes, I have that down. Anyways. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I hope you enjoyed the thumbnail, because that was the sky this morning in southern Oklahoma. When I got up, like I said, I was going to do a live outside, but it's just too windy. I mean, 25, 30 mile an hour winds. It would have been impossible. Hey Muriel, how you doing? So again, stay tuned. Tonight is a short for my announcement for my surprise video tomorrow. Friday is our Grow Your YouTube Garden co-op. Friday at 6 p.m. Central Standard. Sunday is my recipe I'm doing out of the Harry Potter cookbook. So I hope you guys will be here for that on Sunday. And with that said, I got to go do some things around the house and get my go bag packed for tonight to go to my grandson's and make up some food for overnight in the morning for breakfast, so I have that all ready to go. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for being here. We'll see you hopefully Friday, and hopefully today, what's today, Tuesday? Tomorrow's hump day. Hopefully you get to see your family today. Try to be kind to everybody. Enjoy your day. See you in the next one.